Today for questions and answers, I'm going to cover a topic that comes up quite often in the comment section of my YouTube videos, and it has to do with what gear I'm using to film with, which video cameras I'm using. I get asked all the time which motion camera I'm using to film Mousetrap Mondays with, which video editing software I prefer, and any special attachments or gear I use with my camera to face some of the challenges of filming outdoors. So I'll answer those in this video. But I have to say I'm a little reluctant to answer these questions because I am not a high-tech guy. I'm not an authority on the latest, greatest filming technology. I even still use a flip phone. So I like basic, simple, easy to use. And hopefully that encourages some of you to know that you don't need to spend a lot of money on gear to still have successful YouTube videos. The question I get the most related to filming gear is which motion camera I'm using to film Mousetrap Mondays with. And the answer is this camera. It's made by Browning. It's the Platinum Series Spec Op camera. It has a nice little 2-inch display screen in here, and this films with high definition video, so it's great for YouTube and it has good audio, and that's why I selected it, because the quality is really good. But this camera has a lot of features that are so frustrating for filming, and the most frustrating thing about this is it has really good night vision cameras, but they limit you to 20 seconds, and the first one that I bought limited you to 10 seconds. So much of the footage happens right after 20 seconds and this turns off. I wish there was a feature that they had where you could extend that. You'd use up your battery life a lot quicker, but you could catch a lot more action. So I don't know if I'd completely recommend this camera because it's been a huge frustration to me, but it is what I'm using and I figured out ways to make it work. I'll next go to the first camera that I started filming YouTube videos with. It was actually a Christmas present from my parents, and it was this camera. It's an Olympus Stylus Tough camera. And what I like so much about this camera is it's weather resistant, great for filming outdoors. You can film in the rain, and it's light, compact, so I can keep it in my pack and always have a camera with me so I don't miss out on videoing opportunities. I still use this camera on special occasions when there's really bad weather or when I'm hunting, but I have upgraded to a nicer camera. It takes good high definition video, so a lot of my early videos in YouTube were filmed with this camera. I have several of these actually. And what I use it most for is during hunting. When I'm doing archery hunting, I've mounted the camera to my hat with a simple bolt. It takes about 30 cents from the hardware store to set up this camera, and you can get action of shooting a deer or shooting your bow and arrow. I just put it about 30 degrees, hit record when I hear the deer coming, and then I can pull back my bow and you can see right down the arrow and see it fly and shoot the deer. So definitely a good setup for hunting and a good little camera to have as a backup camera. Now, to answer the question of which video editing software I use to make my videos, a lot of people have asked that. Like I said, I like simple, basic technology. Many years ago, my wife was in a master's program and we needed a laptop, so we bought our first laptop. It was a MacBook Pro and it had an early version of iMovie on it. And I'm still using that same laptop and that same early version of iMovie. They've tried to upgrade since then and I didn't like the newer version, so I still use the old basic iMovie video editing software. I know that I want to do some more things that iMovie won't let me do, so I need to upgrade to a better video editing software program, and I'd love for you to give me suggestions on what you use, what's user-friendly. Definitely need to upgrade the video editing software from old basic iMovie. So please let me know your thoughts on that, and I'll check them out and maybe go buy those new software. I'm going to give you a comparison on the video quality between this Olympus Stylus Tough camera and my main video camera. So I'll switch these out now and show you my main video camera I film all my YouTube videos with. This is my main video camera I film all my YouTube videos with. It's a Nikon D3200. It's one of the more older and basic models that Nikon makes, but it shoots really high quality video and great pictures, and it's simple, easy to use, so I like this. I recently went shopping for a new video camera and decided to stick with this one because it's working so well for me. It does have some features about it though that are really frustrating. The autofocus goes in and out quite often and can be distracting and make noise. So I always shoot on manual. Sometimes I don't get it just right and I have to go either refilm or just edit out those parts of the video. And also this mic here will pick up the slightest wind or any airplanes flying by. Small airplanes are my nemesis. It seems like they're always flying by and it sounds really loud on the camera. So I got some improvements to help with outdoor filming. One of them is this directional mic. It's made by Nikon. It's an ME1 and it slides right in there on the top. And it has a feature here that can do flat or low cut, so you can cut out a lot of the wind and background noise. It just plugs right in here. There's a little port to your camera. That way you can directionally film and pick up the audio you want of you talking, and it cuts out a lot of that background noise. Sometimes the wind gets really bad and then I'll use this. It looks like a furry creature. It's a little cover that slides on the mic and cuts off all that wind noise. But definitely if you're going to film outdoor with this camera, you're going to need some audio attachments. The directional mic. I also have a wireless mic that works well. I can have it right by my shirt here clipped in, and it will go right to the camera. So those are the features I use with this camera, and it works great. Simple, easy to use. I like basic technology. So all of you who are wondering which camera I film with, that's it, a Nikon D3200. Keep asking the questions and comments, and I'll try to answer them for next week. Thank you so much. I'd love to hear what cameras you use, and especially which video editing software I should go with. Thanks.